Richards Memorial United Methodist Church is celebrating the opening of their new community shop. Now, this was once a clothes closet and a thrift store, but this new store is a combination of both. It allows the people who need these items to work for them, a concept called Charity with Dignity. 45-year-old Dina Pearson and her husband are homeless. They started coming to Richards Memorial for church and food, but found much more.
When I walk in the door, it feels like I'm a family. That's what I love about it.
Dina now volunteers here several days a week, sorting clothes and helping with odd jobs. The work helps her earn vouchers she can use at the shop, but it also gives her purpose.
And my self-confidence is getting higher and not lower anymore. So you never know what you're going to get into when you walk in the door. You never know. You never know what Miss Kathy's going to say. Okay, I want you to do this and this, and I'm like, okay, I was sorting clothes yesterday. Now I'm putting videos on the shelf. Okay, I could do this. But I'll do anything for Miss Kathy. All she has to do is ask me.
You know what I really want, don't you, James? I want a wash machine and a dryer.
That'd be great.
Miss Kathy is Kathy Strader, Assistant Director of Pensacola United Methodist Community Ministries. She has spent most of her 61 years working in community outreach and says giving people the chance to earn what they get is far better than a handout.
And how are you today?
It's not just the people's or the individual's fault that has fallen into this trend. It's ours, too, because we keep giving. And part of that is we just want to give and not be a part of. We want to give without being with those people, so to speak, what some people say. But we don't want to build the relationships.
Strader says building relationships puts self-respect and dignity back into the process of charitable giving and opens the door for lasting change.
She has an opportunity to come here and work, and I've heard her laugh more this week than I've heard her laugh in a year. And she says she's got a place to go. She's got something to do. And that's important.
The concept of help with dignity is central to the book Toxic Charity by Bob Lupton, founder of Focused Community Strategies in Atlanta. This past year, a group from Pensacola took a trip to Atlanta to see the faith-based organization's work firsthand. They want to incorporate some of Lupton's ideas into their own nonprofit work.
I like the respect. I like the build people up. Let them earn what they have. Don't do everything for someone. Let's give them an opportunity to do for themselves.
Each one of Lupton's programs relies on that basic concept. The Georgia Avenue Food Cooperative is an example. Unlike a food pantry, members here work for the food they get. Some unload the deliveries, others sort and bag, while still others help with organization and distribution. Sponja Guabini has been a member since it started in 1991.
It's unique because it's not just coming in and getting a bag of food and leaving like a pantry. And people become friends. It's building a community.
Each member pays a few dollars into the co-op. In return, they get about $100 worth of groceries and a say in how the co-op is run. Their money goes back into the program. There are also meetings and prayer time. The idea is to build relationships and a network of support.
It's very important because people are ashamed of asking for food or asking for help, but because the co-ops make them feel like they're not getting handouts. They're working, they pay their processing fee, and they are important, and they make decisions, and they participate with other people. So that's important to a lot of people.
Building relationships is central to the FCS Community Development Ministry. They do it by becoming neighbors with the people they serve. This is the South Atlanta Marketplace, a building that houses a discount thrift store, a coffee shop, and a community meeting space. It sits in the heart of historic South Atlanta, a neighborhood that has struggled with poverty and crime. This is ground zero for the ministry's outreach here, offering neighbors jobs, support, and resources. Rick Sikaski is a regular. He moved here to be a part of the neighborhood's revitalization.
It's a center point for this community for people to come. People can do business. It's the only one in the area. It's the only building in the area where people can come and sit down, get away from their home maybe a little bit, do some business with somebody else.
Next door, there's the South Atlanta Bike Shop. Here, mentors work with neighborhood youth, teaching them how to repair donated bikes for resale. The children can also earn a bike for themselves.
So that it's on the left side. So what we try to do here is
is experience the basic of hard work and earning and working together and working on yourself and learning new things, and those are the building blocks in my book of getting somewhere in life.
18-year-old Roman Williams has been working here for over a year, following in his sister's footsteps. He now has dreams to open his own bike shop.
I feel like I'm achieving something, really. Like I'm doing something right.
The children must follow the rules when they're here, but it's a positive influence Williams says is spreading to the rest of the neighborhood.
There are a lot of kids that will come in here with like cursing habits, and then you can see like slowly they're getting rid of the habit as they come in here, because they'll have to follow the rules inside the bike shop, and they'll take the rules that they learn inside the bike shop outside, and they'll spread it to the rest of the community.
I love you as always. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
Housing is another component of FCS. Lolita Anderson lives a few blocks from the marketplace in a home she bought through an FCS program called Charities Housing. It's a nonprofit urban development company. She and her 2 daughters moved here 8 years ago at the urging of a friend.
When she came to us with it, they wanted a family in the community that would help thrive the community. And she felt like, you know, me and my girls were a good profile for it.
The program works by identifying neighborhood properties for a new house or rehab, then finding families who need an affordable home and want to be good neighbors. Anderson says it took time to build trust, but now she says her neighbors are like family, and it's improving the quality of life one street at a time.
I think when people see that you have something to do every day versus just sitting around every day, it's just different. And you offer opportunities for your neighbors too.
Charities won't move in unless neighbors want them to. Administrators stress the importance of involving community, civic, and church leaders in the process.
You have people who maybe were involved in illegal activities such as drugs, maybe prostitution. No longer can they participate and do those types of things because the impact of the street has been affected by the neighbor or new neighbor that's coming in and want to see a change. And so people start to collectively come together to push out those opposing forces.
Local nonprofits believe these same concepts can work at home. Dina Pearson agrees.
Do you think it's a good idea to give people the opportunity to work for what they get?
Yes, I do. Because if they don't take pride in what they get, they're just going to use it and just throw it away.
If you'd like to learn more about the concepts outlined in Toxic Charity, you can find the details on our website, PensacolaToday.com.